Now playing on T2PTV are shows that will slip you into tank tops and flip-flops to the southernmost point, a third world country, and as always, T2PTV's own backyard of Annapolis, Maryland. We start out with Quantum Key West Race Week, a staple, like bread and milk, in every serious racer's regatta calendar. This year, the wind gods smiled on the fleet with 5 days of heart-pounding racing that pushed every crew to their limits. On shore at the new venue, the Waterfront Brewery, more space allowed for race dissection and well-earned celebration. Days after the conclusion of Quantum Key West was the start of the Conch Republic Cup, which is a triangle distance race from the Conch Republic to Veradero, to Havana, and back up to Key West.
Now on, we speak Spanish. No te habla español, señor. Bye-bye.
The sailing saw breathtaking skies, and the lay days saw the numerous competitors and race committee take to the roads for excursions to towns far and near to see some things you might expect, and some things you may not. 21 hours of footage was collected to piece together the story, so look for this piece in a few weeks. While I have your brain down with our controversial neighbor to the south, I'd love to announce that T2P's very first feature-length documentary is going public. Check online at T2PTV or check your inbox if you're subscribers to our newsletter. January 2014. A scene familiar to many Americans in a place not too far from U.S. shores. Though we are not physically separated by much, the palm curtain certainly divides us with red tape and confusing laws. Cuba? I know. I thought Americans couldn't visit Cuba, period. From the United States, there are no planes to fly there and obviously no roads to drive there. So the plan was to sail there from West Palm Beach, Florida. Director 40, crew of 3. Duncan Spencer, the owner of the boat.
I think the ocean is not a barrier. It's the most incredible road. There's only a few people that like to play on it, and I want to be one of them.
Dave Dunnigan, the navigator.
I stood at the kitchen and waited with the lady and the cook for that fork to come back, because they weren't leaving, and they weren't going to let me leave until they had that fork.
And me, Ashley Love, with several cameras to document the trip.
He wants to take a picture. Gentlemen, thank you for your trouble.
The places we saw and the people we met helped us achieve our goal, which was to see the real Cuba. We were tourists, most certainly, but there are several ways to be a tourist. For the rest of the adventure, we chose to integrate ourselves with the culture by speaking with locals, eating like locals, trying to talk like locals, and travel like locals. The only way to gain perspective in your own world is by walking in another's shoes. And that's exactly what we did.
When performance counts, the choice is clear. North sails, better by design.
It's official. The Boyar Bar and Grill presents a T2PTV film, drumroll please, at the Annapolis Film Festival at the end of March. Behold the trailer for Eastport 21403. Stay tuned to Facebook for exact screening locations and times.
Maybe we should call Eastport the party capital of Maryland.
Now that a bridge repair project has cut them off, drivers are now forced to take a long detour to get there.
Some neighbors want to take advantage of a bad bridge to break away from Annapolis.
That was excuse enough for a 3-week party in Eastport.
So how did it start? You know, I own the Shell station up in the corner, and one day, Kevin Gersande said, hey, have you heard they're going to close the bridge for repairs for 2 weeks? And for 2 weeks? For 2 weeks, and they told the city never told anybody.
So they all went home, got some Brussels sprouts and a starter cannon and a couple of muskets, and fired on the city of Annapolis.
the whole MRE started to grow and grow and grow. The energy was palpable.
Any community's got problems. It's all in how you deal with the problem. And once you learn how to do that, you got the tiger by the tail.
So the weekend begins on Wednesday, and then it runs all the way through to Sunday night, and then pretty much we live the weekend all week long.
And some coffee? Come on down.
We're more laid back over here. We don't have to wear a tie and blazer to our yacht club, and we like it this way.
But most of us haven't decided what we're going to do when we grow up.
We're tired. We're tired of Annapolis.
And speaking of Annapolis, what do a bunch of fishermen have to do with cancer treatment? Fish for a Cure, the fishing tournament hosted at the Eastport Yacht Club each fall, raises money to help cancer patients at the Anne Arundel Medical Center. There is much more of this story to say, tall tales to tell, and yarns to spin. I know it's winter and all, but you guys really need to keep on your game, guys. You don't want spring to come, and you spend just months trying to get back into hiking shape. Maybe put on some music and just let go. See where the rhythm takes you. Wait, that can't be right. What are you training for? Thumb wrestling? You're not even doing anything! And these guys, I don't even want to know what they think they're training for. And this lady, oh, I'm just gonna let this one play for a little bit. I could seriously watch this workout diva for hours. Pink platform slip-ons make her feel taller. A mirror makes her feel invincible. At least this guy has some style. Who he apparently stole from this guy. Back to the point though anyway. However you stay in shape in the winter months, own the moment. Do it with your own personal flair. Just do more than this. That doesn't even count. Harry Legum's Annapolis Sailing Fitness is right here in the Eastport Yacht Center along with T2PTV. So come and get in shape while you get entertained. Flights are being booked to get the T2PTV team cross-country for the Long Beach Yacht Club's Congressional Cup in Long Beach, California. It's not just any stop on the World Match Race Tour. It's the stop that plucks the crews off their multi-hulls and puts them back onto one hull. They can't just master one vessel, they need to be the most adaptable sailors to take home this Crimson Blazer, which Taylor Canfield from the U.S. Virgin Island has done the past 3 years in a row. Will he come to make it a fourth? Only a few months of winter before Nanny Key on Tortola hosts the BVI Spring Regatta and Sailing Festival, March 27th through April 2nd, 2017. Our racing takes advantage of the stunning array of picture-perfect islands and idyllic sailing conditions. A combination of drop marks and 65 islands sets this regatta apart from any other. We've got the course and the races just for you, so register now.
Bring your best crew.
Bring your best friends!
Bring your appetizer.
Warm water, hot racing, cool parties. Bring your fastest boat to the stage and prepare yourself for the band, the sand, and the breezes blowing through the night.
Next year, please come by the Plaza Cafe. I will serve you with pleasure. Wow!
gotta end with a local event. Severn Sailing Association is gearing up to host the International 505 Worlds in September.
The 505 is a physical boat. I mean, there's no two ways around it. It's physical, but it also rewards finesse, it rewards technique. So the physicality of it is certainly more so in the front of the boat with the crew, but the helmsman is not immune to it. They have to hike hard, they have to work the boat hard, especially upwind. And the best teams work the boat hard all the way around the course, especially in heavier air. Lighter air, it's more of a finesse game. It's about going fast, but it's also about being smart, and that's what really the greatest 505 sailors are able to do, is make the fewest amount of mistakes and always keep your boat going fast. And so many different types of people can actually be successful in it, and it's fantastic. And you got young, old, men, women, you got pretty much everything. Are you ready? And they all come together to sail the best thing you've ever conceived, the 505. SSA and EYC is a natural partnership. We are adjacent clubs. We have the same passion to run high-quality championships. We go to the nth degree to dissect what we're doing here, and we've been doing that for a number of years in preparation for the World Championship. So it's a great partnership. I think that it's just natural, and it brings our clubs together too. It's a great thing for both clubs. We like to call Annapolis the sailing capital of the United States, and that's because we're a central hub for sailing. Containers are going to be trucked down from the Port of Baltimore directly to this club. We'll arrange for container storage so that it's for easy access for sailors. Pack a bike in the container, great place to ride your bike around, or if you don't mind walking, certainly everything's pretty much walkable around here. There's great cuisine. And of course, just downtown Annapolis and the City Dock is a great place to hang out. It's just a fantastic place to bring your family. There'll also be spectator boats for Worlds, so if you do want to go out and watch the races, that won't be a problem either. In terms of sailing conditions, there's really, I think over the course of a week and a half, you can expect a little bit of everything here. You know, it's just one of the greatest places to be in the United States, and one of the greatest times to be here in Annapolis. You come here and you feel like, yeah, this is a sailor's town. I get it. I mean, people are into it. They get it about sailing here. We love sailing, and we especially love sailing the 505 here.
As always, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For T2PTV, this is Ashley Love.